Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Susanna.
Hi, Abram.
What do we have today?
Well, we are in quite a pickle right now, our country, and times are very uncertain. Without getting into anything political and staying on the spiritual side of things and how this is for our greater good and our evolvement, why collectively have we humans created this scenario of this uncertainty and unrest, and we don't know what's happening from day to day? How does this serve us in the long run? What is our end game, and why is it happening right now in this time?
The end game is called evolution, rising to a higher consciousness. Understand that mass consciousness will decide everything that happens on your planet Earth. Mass consciousness. Although each person is individualized within his or her own consciousness, there is always mass consciousness. This decides what happens on and for your planet Earth. People have been born because of mass consciousness. Mass consciousness is filled with emotions, just like people are filled with emotions. As your Earth is filled with emotions also. Now, when mass consciousness experiences certain emotions, certain people will be born because of, from, and by those emotions. This can be hard to understand. If mass consciousness is dealing with frustration, someone will be born who will act out the frustration of mass consciousness. If mass consciousness is in the throes of anger, as an example, someone will be born at some point in time to act out the anger of mass consciousness. People have been born, and they are alive in this time, and they are doing things that cause panic, upset, frustration, anxiety, fear, anger, unrest, and all the rest. Things happen because of evolution. In this of your time, things are happening in this of your time to assist you people to wake up to your own identity. Too many people have been in a deep sleep because they have been fed spiritual medications that put them to sleep. As people awaken and wake up to their own identity, and this will take time, but it will happen, mass consciousness then will change in its own structure and focus on things that are of benefit rather than anxiety, frustration, and destruction, because you have a lot of destruction taking place right now. There are elements of society, your present-day society, that are acting out the emotions of mass consciousness, which again have been frustration, anxiety, unrest, and all the rest. As people look at their own self, their own individualized consciousness, as they take into account that they are the power of creation and not someone else, not something else, then people will begin to wake up to themselves again. And as individualized people begin to change, and this will happen, it will take time, but as individualized people will begin to change, mass consciousness will change also. That is what I have about that. What do you have?
There is also, aside from anger and the rest that you mentioned, hate.
Yes.
And a great deal of hate right now.
Yes.
And hate seems to be contagious.
Yes.
And I like how you mentioned spiritual medication. We've been tranquilized.
Yes.
On purpose.
Yes, absolutely.
And there has been a play that has been taking on for probably from the 60s of dumbing people down, tranquilizing them, keeping them sedated in distractions and so forth for agendas, and not just one agenda, but many agendas that people have. And a lot of it comes back to power and control.
Yes.
So people slowly are waking up, but it is slowly.
Change takes time.
And why do we need, when we change, and some of the greatest change comes when we're feeling pain. This is very painful for a lot of people right now. And how does pain serve us, and how does pain propel us?
Many times, as all things are going along nicely, things are good. I feel good. Things are all good. That dulls people to a degree. Things are all good. I think I will just go to sleep for a while. Let things play themselves out. I don't think I have to have any part in the change of anything, so I will just sleep my life away, or many years, and then I will have to awaken because hate will begin all over again. Hate as fear is a powerful motivator, powerful motivating force. Hate will almost force people to look at what is going on. Certain people in your society, what they are doing. Underhanded methods of keeping people stupid, sleeping, and unaware. In your 60s, in your 19 and 60s, people were alive. They had power. They knew it. And they presented their power. But right now, it has been a time for sleep. Sleep with hate, frustration, anger, uncertainty, and all the rest. But hate will be the propelling force that will have people stop, take a step back, take a breath, and examine how hate is affecting their own life, lifestyle, reality, relationships, and all the rest that they are dealing with in their lifetime. And hate will bring people eventually to an understanding of what acceptance can be. As things are playing themselves out, some good, some not so good, if you can just accept, this is hard, but if you can just accept them as being just things and not real, then you can begin to allow yourself to change in your own way and in your own timing. Acceptance will take away anticipation, anxiety, and expectation. People are expecting a lot. They are getting let down right now. I tell people, if you have no expectation, you will never be disappointed. Expecting can be an all right thing, but in the proper way. As you expect things, you can really allow them to take on their own identity and play themselves out for your highest good. Now, how can you allow things? You can understand that things are just things. Situations are just situations. They mean nothing more than that. If you can look at the present day situation as just being a situation, then you can begin to change the structure of the situation taking place in your reality. And you can have then your reality change itself. And as you focus on the change you would like to see in your reality, change happens. It takes time. Change takes time. But change is always happening. It is constant. You cannot stop change. So you are in a period right now of unrest, uncertainty, anxiety, fear, frustration, all the rest. Begin accepting yourself as the power. And if you can, and when you can, let yourself feel your power. Because when you can feel your power, you will then understand that all situations are nothing more than situations. They are ideas. And you can take the idea of any given situation and change the idea by changing how you react to it or take action with it. I would suggest this is a very good time to begin taking action. Stop reacting. Stop judging. Stop judging what is going on. Stop judging people. Stop judging yourself. Stop judging life. Stop judging death and everything in between. Allow change to take place because it is taking place. And as you are allowing change to take place, feel your power. Use your power to change anything you would like to change, because everything comes from you. Everything comes from you. Thank you. What else, my friend?
The only thing I would add to that maybe is when you are talking about accepting and allowing and not reacting, is not allowing ourselves to be triggered emotionally.
Reaction will do that. Reaction will trigger you emotionally in the not so good way. Accepting and allowing are very powerful tools and ideas that you can use to change anything at any point in time in any way that you would like to. Take your anger, because people are angry right now. Take your anger. Just allow it to be what it is, an idea. It is a power. Joy is a power. Love is a power, and all the rest of your emotions are a power. And they are all the same. Emotions are all the same, because there is only one power, and I have gone over this many times with everyone. If you are feeling anger or apprehension at this point in time, key in on the power of the feeling, of the emotion. Not the emotion, because that is just a label. Feel the power of the emotion. Pretend it is a different outcome, a different emotional outcome. Pretend it. Because when you pretend, you create. Thank you.
That's all I have.
That is all I have. I've enjoyed being with all of you. I love all of you. Enjoy your day. Get going with your power. Take back your power. Feel it. Put it to good use in your daily life and in your reality. Thank you, my friends. Enjoy your day.
Good advice. Thank you, everyone.